Hello there, friends. It's a little darker than usual. There's a storm rolling in, and I typically rely on the natural sunlight to light up this room. So hopefully, this isn't too eerie or distracting. I wanted to share some good news with you. Since the beginning of the year, a lot of my symptoms have been getting worse: increased difficulty swallowing, using my hands, a bit of a droop on the side of my face, some other stuff. And I began to get progressively worried that I was developing Parkinson's. And there's some overlap between that and MS, so it was kind of difficult to sort them out. Well, after a lot of trying and phone calls and so on, I was finally able to meet with a specialist this morning who assured me that the issues I'm having are not Parkinson's. So that was a huge sigh of relief, because I don't know what you know about that, but it can be a very nightmarish journey. So that's the good news. The not so good news is that I can no longer live in denial about the fact that my other conditions seem to be progressing, meaning decline. Things are getting worse. Now, none of this worsening is life-threatening or anything. It's just a big pain in the ass, because it means I have to rely more on people. I have to look more into technology to help me with my mobility and so on. So even though I have the good news that it's not Parkinson's, I have to warm up to the fact that the reality is I'm not going to be able to get myself back to a previous level of functioning, which has been a big part of my resistance through this whole journey. This, I'm not going to give in to my conditions, and I'm not going to let it defeat me, and so on and so forth. And people have been rooting me on for years. You can do it, Brian. You got it. They've been kind of matching my enthusiasm, my goals, my attitude. And I think a large part of my misery has been because of that resistance. This belief that the next diet is just around the corner, or the next supplement is going to do it, and I'm going to be able to go back out on nature adventures and hiking and stuff like I once did. And then I would feel miserable when those little moments of reality would peek through and tell me, nah, Brian, that ain't happening. So what I've basically realized is I've got to stop lying to myself about what direction things are actually going, and focus more on learning how to be happy and fulfilled with what's going on. And I came up with a metaphor to help, and I want to share it with you. When you think about education, education is an increasing level of specialization. K through 12 is a little bit of everything. Then you go on to college and you get a broader sense of things, but like in a major, right? So you'll get a broad understanding, a generalist understanding of social work, engineering, whatever it is. You go on for a graduate level, and now you're going a little bit more deeper, more concrete. And then finally the PhD, which is a broad knowledge in a very specific area. So what the hell does this have to do with my health? Well, the less I'm able to do, the more specific I need to allow myself to be in terms of what I prioritize. So this is almost like the PhD level, where I really need to focus on what I need to be good at, what I want to contribute, because not having a whole lot of other options because of my physical limitations, which are now increasing, I can't distract myself with a very busy life. I can't be involved in the bowling league and the volleyball league and go out to movies all the time and do all the stuff that a person with a very busy social life might typically do. I need to really focus on what I can do. And what I can do is continue to work on this and here. And I can still contribute a lot in those categories. So my acceptance is the reality is that the chapters of my life that were very physically active are closed now. And what's opening to me now is the option, the opportunity for a much deeper spiritual life. So that's going to be my focus. And I'm going to share it with you because that's just kind of how I roll. So thank you for being on this journey with me. I'm eager to kind of see where it all goes and what unfolds from here. So please share your thoughts or ask me questions. I'm an open book. And until we talk again, you're good enough no matter what. And thanks for being you.